Hello, I'm Olusola Sowemimo, and it was a pleasure to be part of the Mythbusters program of Stanbic IBTC. It was a very interesting one, primarily because I had previous to now been able to benefit from some of the initiatives of Stanbic IBTC. For example, like I said on the program, about probably about 5, 6 years before I retired, there was an awareness session where Stanbic IBTC, I think then it was IBTC, had come to do an awareness session for us. And one of the key things that I took away from that session was for us to see how much more we could increase our voluntary contribution. And at that time, I had sat down, I think I even sat down with one of the staff, and we were able to see, I was able to see how much more I could let go. And like one of the, I think that's the youngest participant who already has a pension in place said, that little inconvenience at that time generated quite a fair bit for me, because I remembered when I realized how much it had come to, I was quite excited, you know. First of all, when I joined my company, I was so sure that I would only work for 10 years. And so I was able to push myself really hard in those 10 years. And I had followed up religiously with the goings on at Stanbic IBTC. Of course, every month you get a report on how far you've gone, your RSA, what is it reading, how much, and then that calculator that they had on their website, who was my friend. I was always there calculating and trying to see what it would be like if I left. I am one of those who had absolutely no fears at all. I mean, I probably just sounded like, could that be real on the program? But it was real. I didn't even flinch. I just had this comfort. I just had this confidence that I wasn't going to be left out in the cold by Stanbic IBTC. I just had that confidence, and I'm glad that they met my expectation. It was just what I thought it would be like, and that is what it is, you know. So I'm quite appreciative. It's very comforting knowing that a bank has paid out over 1 trillion naira and they have 65,000 retirees. So, with all of that track record, I'm a lawyer, so I was always very curious about some of these things, and I'm just so glad that it turned out to be it. Another thing at that session for me was learning about the micro pensions, because I'm now out there and I see quite a number of my colleagues who are in agribusiness and other entrepreneurial um, positions. So I have, in fact, it's almost like I am now marketing micro pensions on most groups, because everybody's, I mean, they're like, oh, am I sure? Is that possible? And all of that. So I'm glad that Stanbic IBTC has put that in place, and it is my hope that many more um, small business owners would key into it, because being pensionable, honestly, is such a big relief. You don't earn the kind of salary you earned when you were working, But the mere thought of the fact that something still comes in monthly, it's really heartwarming. And like I tell most people who are about to retire, I always I have sessions with people I know who are about to retire. I always just have a session with them. And one of the things I always tell them is that your needs are going to be less. So you're not going to need as much to buy things as such. So whatever I'm paid is just fine. In fact, of what I'm paid, you'll be surprised to know that I do a susu out of it. Yes. I mean, it sounds funny, but that is it. Because then it means that in a particular month of the year, I even get to get some lump sum again. So I enjoyed the program. I think it's an eye opener. I like the fact that I think it was Bamidele. I'm sorry, I just not very good with names, who already has a pension in place at his young age. And I like the fact that he said that inconvenience he's suffering now or he's going through now, he knows it's going to be something big for him in the future. So I would only encourage more people, either if you have own your own business, then consider joining the micro pension scheme of Stanbic IBTC. And of course, if you're still in paid employment, please try to increase your voluntary contribution. Whatever you're able to add to it, I'm telling you that it's going to make quite some difference. So I'm Olusola Sowemimo. I'm also known as Sisimi of Okwe Farm because I own a certified organic farm. I am a lawyer, HR consultant, and a public speaker, and I am thoroughly enjoying retirement. I'm glad to have been part of this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Stanbic IBTC, and I wish your establishment many, many more successful outcomes. I know that you are one organization that will be there forever, and that is not in doubt. You've even joined another company that is over 100 years old. So please go for it. Thank you.